Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today. This is a continuation of the series where I read a part of a chapter every day. This is day 14, and let's start with a quote from this chapter. This quote is by me. You're more resilient than you think. Chapter 13, Mastering Emotions with Somatic Practice. The body is the doorway to liberation, and somatic awareness is the means of moving through that doorway. Tara Brach. For a highly sensitive person, HSP, emotional awareness and expression are not just beneficial, they're essential for maintaining balance and well-being. By consistently tuning in to your emotions and giving them space to be expressed, you prevent your nervous system from becoming overstimulated. This intentional practice shields you from emotional turbulence that might otherwise derail your equilibrium, helping you stay grounded, centered, and in charge of your emotional experience. Over time, this becomes a powerful skill, one that fosters a deeper sense of peace and harmony within yourself and your surroundings. It's not just about managing emotions, it's about thriving as an HSP with greater ease, clarity, and self-trust. Understanding why you get overwhelmed easily. Highly sensitive people may get overwhelmed more easily due to a combination of neurological, psychological, and environmental factors. Their heightened sensitivity, which is rooted in the way their brains process stimuli, can make them more reactive to both external and internal triggers. Here are the primary reasons HSPs get overwhelmed more easily. Sensory processing sensitivity, SPS. HSPs have a trait called sensory processing sensitivity, which means they process sensory information more deeply and thoroughly than non-HSPs. This sensitivity applies to sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and touch. While this heightened awareness can offer HSPs a rich, nuanced experience of the world, it also means they can become easily overwhelmed by excessive stimuli. For example, bright lights, loud noises, or crowded environments can overstimulate and stress HSPs. If you hear that splashing, that's my dog drinking her water. Next is overactive nervous system. HSPs tend to have more active nervous system that react more to stressors. When exposed to stimuli, their nervous system tends to activate more quickly, leading to stronger emotional and physical responses. This can lead to a heightened fight or flight response, which, if prolonged, can feel overwhelming, bring on emotional fatigue, and even lead to medical and or mental illness. Deep processing. One of the hallmarks of high sensitivity is a tendency to deeply process information. HSPs tend to reflect on situations, conversations, and even their emotional responses more thoroughly than others. While this can be a gift, enabling them to gain insights and make thoughtful decisions, it also means they can become mentally exhausted by constantly thinking things through. This deep processing often causes HSPs to overanalyze situations, contributing to mental overload. Moreover, HSPs tend to start processing deeply from the moment they wake up all the way to when they go to sleep. As you can imagine, this processing by itself can feel overwhelming. Emotional intensity. HSPs experience emotions more intensely than non-HSPs, both their own and those of others. This heightened emotional reactivity can lead to a quick buildup of emotional tension. For example, if an HSP is exposed to conflict, sadness, or even positive but intense emotions, such as excitement or joy, they can become emotionally overwhelmed. Increased empathy and emotional sensitivity. HSPs are often highly empathic and can pick up on subtle cues in others' body language, tone of voice, and energy. This ability to sense what others are feeling can be emotionally exhausting, especially in social settings or environments where many emotions are present. HSPs may feel overwhelmed by the emotional states of those around them and find it difficult to create boundaries to protect themselves because they have a tendency to put others' needs before their own. I know this one way too well. Difficulty with boundaries. HSPs can struggle with setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Because they are so tuned into the needs and feelings of others, they often prioritize others' comfort and emotions over their own. This can lead to emotional burnout as they overextend themselves trying to meet the needs of others without taking enough time to care for themselves. When boundaries are not respected or established, HSPs may feel overwhelmed by the demands placed on them. Note that HSPs tend to get overwhelmed more easily than non-HSPs for many other reasons. The ones mentioned are only the primary ones. It's critical to learn the reasons behind feeling overwhelmed because when you're well informed, you can make better decisions about how to navigate your life. So now to the fun part where you get to do some homework and write the answers to these questions in the comments. Question number 1. What aspects of your environment or daily interactions tend to leave you feeling overwhelmed? And how do you typically respond to these triggers? Number 2, how does your emotional sensitivity affect your ability to set boundaries? And what strategies have you found helpful in managing this? Number 3, in moments when you experience sensory overload or deep processing, what are the most effective ways you've discovered to center yourself and regain balance? And that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. It helps me a lot. The subscribing to the channel helps me get the video out to more viewers, and that way I can help more people out, and my channel gets recognized more. So thank you for helping me by subscribing. If you like this video, please like it and share it with someone that may benefit from it. And if you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, I do offer complimentary 15-minute sessions, and I coach highly sensitive people on 4 aspects. 1 is life coaching, 2, career, 3, relationship, and 4, parenting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.